Alright, yo, what is up, YouTube? My name is Ransom. I just want to show you guys how you can actually make your own samples in the Maschine MK3. No quantize, no nothing like that. Just jump into Maschine and start creating and not thinking about nothing, just getting something laid down and starting to have fun with it. This is kind of how I get started with some of my stuff sometimes, but first thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to put a synth on this, sound 1 here. I'm going to use Anna 2 for this. So I'm going to open that up, and I have a bunch of sounds in here on this synth, but I am just going to use a preset or whatever. Okay, so I got my sound. Let's say you got your sound ready to go. I'm going to jump over to the MK3 now. And on the MK3, what we're going to do, we're going to go sampling, and we're going to make sure our mode is set on detect, and set your threshold to like 50, -50. Use this little arrow here to go next, and we're going to go to our input source as internal and our actual input as A1S1, which means group A, sound 1 is basically what that's referencing. So if you play on your keyboard, you can also use the MK3 to do this if you wanted to with the keyboard or chord modes there, but I do have a keyboard next to me. So back to sampling. So what we're going to do, we should be all set here for the recording parts of this. Typically you can have the metronome going if you want to play with the metronome while it's going. We're just going to make something with no metronome, no nothing, just express yourself. Don't even worry about how long you're playing. Just play as long as you want. Get some cool sounds in there. We're all ready here. Let's hit start up top. It's gonna say waiting, and whenever you're ready, just start playing something on your keyboard there, and just lay down random stuff. Okay, I'm gonna hit stop. And as you can see, that's got all of what I just played there recorded into an audio signal. And what also happened, it took our sound that had our synth on it, and it converted it to a sampler. So now this is an actual audio that's on this pad instead. Come up here to slice. You see how this pad down here is blinking? All we got to do is hit that pad, and it'll start playing. And as it's playing, you create your own slices. So let me just show you what I mean. So I'm gonna hit this, and it'll start. Or you can also do a shift mute if you needed to cut everything off. But as you could hear, I was just hitting and adding in the slices as I was listening. If you come back over to the slicer, the mode, we're still in the sampling thing here. Down here, if you change this to detect, it will actually detect a bunch of different transients for you. So then you can change your sensitivity. I normally like to bring mine down to about, I don't know, I normally like to bring mine down quite a bit. And then you can kind of hear what it gave to you. So that just kind of chopped our stuff for us if we wanted to use it like that. Now what you can also do is, of course, use this arrow here and edit all of these start and end points with the start and end here, with this arrow here, a couple different menus. But another important one that I like to use a lot is the split here. That will actually split the first and second transient in the middle. Of course, you can remove, you can delete all of them and start over. And you also have an apply, which is what we're going to do next. We're going to hit apply here. If you have all of your chops good, hit apply. And quick tip, the single button up here. So I'm going to hit cancel. So with the single button, let's just say you like that one chop right there, but you don't want all these extra chops. So you're going to hit apply and hit single, and what that's going to do if you hit OK is it's going to apply it across the keyboard, but only that one sound. It's not going to apply all these different chops in there. So you can hear that's just going up. And come back in here and hit apply and take single off, and now put it on there. Now if we come back into our keyboard and start playing, you hear we got all of our chops. So the quick reason they're overlapping is because we need to change that polyphony to 1. So every time you resample and apply, it will create a new sampler, and so you will need to do this if you resample quite often. So polyphony to 1, and now those will not be overlapping anymore. Now is when I'll start selecting the tempo. You know, now is when I'll be like, okay, I want this at 100 BPM. Okay, now let me try to, you know, tune the pitch. Now let me try to reverse it. Okay, so now you're getting something a little different. Now what I would do is come into the pattern, select pattern 1, set my length here to 4, and get out of pattern mode. And now I would do something completely different after I've already kind of added some effects and stuff. I would add a little, add a thing there. So we're gonna go shift record. Okay, so now when I'm done recording, I'm going to turn the metronome off. I'm going to go into the events tab here and I can see what I played. I'm going to hit quantize up here. And there's our first little sample, I suppose. It's not anything special by any means, but just kind of an example of what you could do. So now from there, what you could do if you wanted to get a little more advanced and go a little crazier with it, you can come back to the pad mode, duplicate, you click 1, and then I don't add events or content, I make it a blank. So now we have our sound on this pad. So I'm going to go to plugin up here. What I like to do with this sound is actually add an octave to it. So that's kind of something fun you can try. Okay. So now you can kind of play on top of that and see if you can get something cool with that as well, just really quick. Okay, so that's just a quick example, and then you can just keep layering and keep layering and keep layering like that. So hopefully this tutorial was helpful for somebody out there. I'm going to keep making these Maschine MK3 tutorials, and please subscribe if you found this helpful or if you'd like to see more. Thanks for watching. Over and out. Peace.